Look at this guy right here. So this guy died. Nick Mangold. He was a center for the New York Jets. They say was an exceptionally good player, widely considered one of the best centers in the NFL. 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All Pro, and the anchor of the Jets' offensive line during their successful AFC Championship years. In 2009 and 2010, his reputation was built on both his outstanding on-field performance and his legendary toughness and consistency. He dies at age 41, less than 2 weeks after announcing he had kidney disease. Wow, huh? What is kidney disease? Refers to a group of conditions that affect the kidneys, impairing their ability to filter waste products from the blood and produce urine. Not good, huh? Not good at all. So, the Associated Press, that's what this article is. They say his long blonde hair and bushy beard made him instantly recognizable. His gritty, outstanding performances on the field for the Jets made him one of the franchise's greatest players. The Jets said in a statement that Mangold died Saturday night from complications of the disease. Wow, huh? He said he didn't have any relatives who were able to donate, so he went public with the request for a donor with type O blood. I always knew this day would come, but I thought I would have more time, he wrote in an October 14 message directed to the Jets and Ohio State communities. I guess he played for Ohio State. Yes, he did. Played for Ohio State. Okay, let's check this video out, okay?
In 2006, I came here with the future wide open in front of me.
Look, we're going to take note of that 26 that he just said. So I guess he joined the Jets in 2006.
In 2006, I came here with the future wide open in front of me. Now I'm standing here before you, married to my amazing wife, my 4 beautiful children, and this amazing honor to end up my on-the-field football career. We had many ups and downs with my 11 years here, but I always think back fondly of my time here with the New York Jets. I, along with my family...
So I didn't really catch anything with the 74 on his jersey, but 7 plus 4 is 11, and he just said he played 11 years with the Jets. 11's big time associated with New York, no matter what the story, because, remember New York's the 11th state. This is the Jets. Can you think of anything, jets, airplanes, maybe with the 11th day of September, with a couple of structures that looked like an 11? Well, I can. But anyways.
We'll always be Jets fans for life. Now, lastly, and this one is for you, cheers to the fans. You guys have been with me, supported this team. Thank you to all of you, every single one of you. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and go Jets.
Kind of like a pro wrestler, huh? Kind of like a pro wrestler. So, interesting name, Mangold. You get man and you get gold in there. But this guy dies at 41. Now, I want you to see his name right here. Look at his name, Nick Mangold. It made me think of Nick Foligno, who was trending recently. Right? And the Blackhawks captain in the NHL, Chicago Blackhawks, Nick Foligno is taking a leave of absence because of daughter's surgery. I did that like last week, but look at his name. He's got Nick. So you got Nick Mangold, Nick Foligno. You see that? And there's more connections that are amazing. Because look, Nick Mangold, he dies what, less than a week before Nick Foligno's birthday on Halloween. This is amazing because in the Nick Foligno breakdown that I did, it was connected to Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Tommy Price, the drummer for Joan Jett, like New York Jets. You see that? He died. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, and Foligno on the Black Hawks. And his daughter had surgery related to her heart disease, like Black Hearts. You get it? Black Hearts, Black Hawks, Joan Jett, New York Jets, Nick Mangold, Nick Foligno. You see that? Okay. Even in that video on Nick Foligno, I was thinking to myself, um, when I hit that Jets connection right there, Jet, I'm like, damn, did Nick Foligno play for the Winnipeg Jets? Which is a hockey team. And in that video I made, I discovered no, he didn't. But it made me want to look at the Winnipeg Jets, maybe because the NHL season just started. And look, at the time of this breakdown, where I'm putting these slides together, I see the Winnipeg Jets are 6-2. I think they had a game after this, but look, 6-2 at the time that I put this together. 6-2 when disease equals 62. Kidney disease with Nick Mangold, the center of the Jets. 62 and 26, and Nick equals 26. Remember, he said he joined the Jets in 2006. Right? He said he joined the Jets in 2006, like 26.
In 2006, I came here with the future.
See? Hopefully you heard that. How about that? So once again, we get all of these stories that are connecting. And the Jets are completely hideous, by the way. Right now, look, 1-7 after the win yesterday. So they had 7. They lost their first 7 games. So look, they pick up the victory against the Bengals yesterday. So now they get their first victory. What a coincidence. Notice how they scored 39 points when New York equals 39. You see that? Right? New York equals 39. NY equals 39. Okay, you see that? All right, well, let's go back over here. Okay, now let's go back to where we were. Nice and simple, okay? These are characters on the world stage. Something else too. I got something else to bring up. If you're there, Richard, hang with me, because I mentioned this in your comments. All right. Look, we'll get to that. His middle name is Allen. Allen equals 32 like kidney. He dies 11 weeks, 3 days before his birthday. His birthday is 113, January 13. You see that? 113, 113. Let me make sure that wasn't a span, because I don't know why I was thinking that was a span. Nope. 11 weeks, 3 days before his birthday, right there. And wow, look, he dies on the day leaving 67 days. That's the 19th prime number. There's that 1 and the 9 that's associated with New York again. We brought up the 11th state. We brought up the 9th month. What? The biggest news story probably ever, biggest tragedy ever. I mean, in my lifetime, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Look at that right there. 6 plus 7 is 13. Born on the 13th day of the year. You see that? Okay. So he even dies on 44 and 17 numerology right there when kill equals 44 and 17. Okay. And Mangold equals 123. New York Jets equals 132. You get the same numbers. They got this picture of him on the news article here, dressed up as Santa. That's interesting because his name's Nick. And you refer to Santa Claus as Saint Nick. You see that right there? They probably didn't even mention that. It's probably just, truth and right in front of your face. And, people aren't going to catch it, right? A common and accurate nickname for Santa, as the figure of Santa Claus is based on the historical and legendary Saint Nicholas. You see? And this guy's name is Nicholas. now, this guy dies at 41, and I mentioned in the comments on one of Richard West's video, I'll play the video, but this all connects to like Kobe Bryant, who died at age 41. Remember, he died in a helicopter. This is the Jets. We're talking about air-related tragedies with New York. Jets, helicopter. Kobe Bryant equals 41. He died at 41. LA equals 41. Right? LA also equals 13, which is like 113. Kobe Bryant equals 113. Blah, 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 right? But this guy's name's Nick Margolis. Richard referred to in a recent video Mark Margolis, which is Mark Margolis, Nick Mangold. Mangold Margolis. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing, because Richard's talking about the 41 and the 113. And it was an Angela Davis video that he did, which he connected to Anthony Davis, who was on the Lakers. And I'll go ahead and play that right now. And it's just amazing how all of these characters and stories are they're all connected, like bunched into a group. And then when it's time for that pattern to repeat, the same characters and all the numbers pop up again. It doesn't mean, and a lot of times it's going to be by the language, okay? Richard mentioned 83 in this video, which I'm about to play right now. Look, this video, 8 views 3 days ago, 83.
Just a couple months after my prediction, she died when I connected her to the number 83. Just like I connected Al Pacino to the number 83, and he ended up getting his girlfriend pregnant in the year 23 as well. when 83 is the 23rd prime number, and he was just happened to be 83 at that time as well. And what makes it even more crazy is that dang, what was the dude name again? Was it Anthony Mongolis or Mark Mongolis? I can't remember what the dude name was. But he died at 83, I 83, when
That's this guy right here, Mark Margolis, on 8-3 at 83. And Margolis is kind of like Mangold. So Richard talking about Angela Davis now. And look how all this stuff syncs up. You even get this guy born in Philly, Kobe Bryant born in Philly. This guy born on the 26th. Remember, kidney, was it kidney that equals 26? And Mangold joined the Jets in 2006, like 26. Oh, disease 26 and 62. Nick 26 joins the Jets in 2006, like 26. Mangold, Margolis, four letters in the first name, like Nick. This guy's born in 39. And I just showed you that New York equals 39, NY equals 39, and the Jets just won scoring 39 points. Look at that right there. Even this guy died on Tom Brady's birthday. That's a football connection right there. I mean, come on, right? I sure hope we can hear this video, man, because I don't want to edit none of that out.
Scarface came out in 83, he played in the movie Scarface, and he died the same year I predicted Al Pacino dying. And he was in the same exact movie at the same age.
That's wild, isn't it?
83 is the 23rd prime number, the year 23, and he was 83. That's the same reason I predicted
I
Tina
sure hope
Turner.
I
When
don't
I
gotta
start learning these
edit
prime
this
numbers,
out.
I start connecting shit. Just like Kobe Bryant
Yep.
died at 41. When that's the 13 prime number, his daughter died
Mhm.
at 13. In the first round, he was the 13th pick.
Yep.
Died in LA, played in LA. L the
Hmm.
12th letter, A the first letter. You get
Richard somewhere in here mentioned the January 13 birthday with another guy, I think. Look, even Mangold is born in Ohio, which connects to LeBron James. Oh, Ohio equals 47. He's got 74 on his jersey. You see that right there? Look at that right there. There's that 113. Look, he's born in 1984, like LeBron James is born in 1984. Look at that. I mean, all of this stuff connected, and you can't deny it. You see that right there? Undeniable stuff. So it's like, wow. I mean, that's what I have. I mean, that's absolutely amazing, okay? So, you can go deeper and find more. Kidney disease, 130, like 13. Nick Mangold, 103, like 13. The 113 birthday, even the birthday. Look, Allen equals 13, his middle name. It's nonstop. New York Jets, 33. Mangold, 33. Mangold has 123. LeBron James' birthday, 12th month, 30th day, like 123. It just goes and goes and goes and goes, man. But even look, this guy, 11 weeks, 3 days, he dies before his birthday. That's the same as 80 days. Even Bryant equals 80. Kobe Bryant 113, I mentioned earlier. Michael Jordan 113. That's an 11-week, 4-day span. LeBron James equals 114. Even game 1 of the World Series, Toronto beat the Dodgers 11-4, like 114. Nonstop, man. You know what I'm saying? So, look, you see the script. I'm just presenting it. Oh, yeah, I don't think you heard me, right? You heard me. And I sure hope that Richard West video played.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Alan Devlin. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We start with some sad news here. Former Jets great Nick Mangold has passed away from complications.
This guy's got the middle name Allen, like Nick Mangold. Look, this guy's first name's Allen. That's Nick Mangold's middle name.
Nick Mangold has passed away from complications of kidney disease. Steve Overmeyer joins us now with a look back at Mangold's life. Steve.
Yeah, and really such an impactful person in the community. Nick Mangold was the heart of the Jets offensive line for more than a
And they said he was the heart of the offensive line. Remember Joan Jett and the Blackhearts with the Nick Foligno Blackhawks connection. Tommy Price dies, synced up with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
decade. He spent his career protecting others, but just recently, he needed help himself. After a life spent with a chronic kidney disease, he made a plea to find a donor.
That completely connects, man, with the heart condition with Nick Foligno's daughter, man. Jeez. Okay, former Jet center Nick Mangold dies at 41, less than 2 weeks after announcing he had kidney disease. That's my breakdown. Until next time.